As of right now, I'm 5 days fasted. Unbelievable. This is the longest I've ever fasted in my life. And I haven't even felt any cravings. I mean, like, yeah, I'm a little gluttonous. Like, I smell something and I want to eat it for the taste. But nah, no real hunger. And I think my case is a little bit different. Is I don't really recommend everybody to go on a 5-day fast. But I think I got like a bug or a worm inside of me or something. And I've dealt with this before. And the reason why I'm saying that is I shouldn't be able to go 5 days without food, without any cravings. Because when I do eat, I feel even worse. I lose more energy, as you know, as paradoxical as that sounds. So, and this is another thing why I think fasting's so popular in the West, basically to starve yourself, is because we're all filled with parasites. We're all filled with these little critters inside of us. Like, this is why it's so beneficial when we don't eat for a couple days. And like, especially with the health quality in our country and the factory farms and like, I mean, you name it, the maltreatment of animals and the hygiene of the workers and slaughterhouses. Like, I mean, stuff gets contracted. And these things live everywhere. This is another thing too. People are too embarrassed to talk about parasites. They don't want to say they have a bug inside of them or a worm, something else living inside of them. And I mean, it's understandable. And it's just scary to think that, like, you're not the only living thing walking around that you're carrying with. Like, there might be other things inside of you that you can't see, or maybe you can. Like, it's pretty terrifying. I mean, like, out of a horror movie, honestly. Yeah, right now I'm at the beach in Lake Erie. But yeah, like, I've gone 5 days without even thinking about it. Unbelievable. And I feel amazing too. My mental clarity. I mean, my inflammation, I can see it in my face. Obviously, you're gonna lose a little bit of weight. I've been drinking constant water, so it's not a dry fast. Because obviously I wanna flush everything that's out of me. I've been taking vitamins. If you're thinking about the nutrition part, I've been taking vitamins and all my supplements. Some of them are gummies, so they're a little bit of calories, but not much. But yeah, I'm still doing that to keep my nutrition up, taking electrolytes. I'm taking a mineral called zeolite. And zeolite, I believe I'm pronouncing that right, absorbs the heavy metals in your body, which these parasites are feeding off of, or when they die, they release all this stuff because it's already in their bodies. Because if you're filled with heavy metals, you're more likely to, you know, have these things in your body. And these heavy metals come from everywhere, honestly. Like, I mean, first of all, it's not even conspiratorial. Like, chemtrails and like the planes are releasing all these metals in the air, and I don't know if that's just the composition of the fuel, or people were saying they're doing it on purpose. I got no idea. Maybe a little bit of both. But obviously, if you live in a city, you're around cars and they're burning gasoline, and there's construction and there's heavy metals everywhere. So we have a lot more of this than you think, especially if you live in a developed country. Because, you know, you walk into a city, everything's made out of metal, basically. But yeah, I really recommend for you guys to try this. Try to fast. I mean, I'm not saying 5 days, but just see, like, just test your mind. You know, because first of all, it's just mental toughness. It just makes you strong, knowing that you don't need food for a certain amount of time. And I'm not saying to go, you know, 5 days like me, but I mean, think about this. You already have 8 hours when you go to sleep. So like intermittent fasting, you could do another 8 hours and then eat the rest of the time. You can start with that real slow. Go for 24 hours. 2 days, 3 days, work yourself up to it. Because I did a 4-day fast, which was the longest I've done in the beginning of the month. Like, that was my record. And I'm like, holy shit, that was difficult on the 4th day. And I like to say I got it out of me. You know, I was feeling better. But yeah, right now, like, I definitely need more. You know, it's just like, you really just trust your body. I mean, that's another thing with fasting. We're so numb to our bodies, and fasting brings us back. Because obviously we're in the material, we're eating food, and we're in consumption, we're in consuming mode when we eat. We don't think like this. But yeah, Like, just take your time with it. Do it incremental. Do it every hour. Don't go crazy with it, because I've been doing it for a little bit. I mean, it's kind of funny. You gotta be experienced in this. I mean, you can say the same thing about food, with etiquette, manners, the type of food, nutrition. I mean, like, you know, how you order a steak at a restaurant. Like, it's all a skill. And even not eating is a skill, which is funny I'm thinking about. But yeah, we need this more. We need more fasting. We need to reset our bodies. If there's anything wrong with us, we're feeling a certain way with our mental health, our bodies, we're sluggish, we're in a rut, we can't get through our goals, our business, our work. Man, it's just, this is why we use fasting. The biggest cheat code I've learned in my business with fasting is not eating breakfast in the morning. I've been so damn productive. I've been putting out content. I'm better with my clients. I'm better coaching. Everything across the board. I'm a machine. I'm an animal when I fast. When I just skip breakfast. Biggest scam of all time is just eating breakfast. I mean, I like to say that's because of Kellogg's. They want us all eating grains and their cereal and bullshit in the morning. That's the thing with food. So nobody talks about fasting like this. No one tries to sell you on fasting, because what is there to sell? There's nothing to sell. You're not eating. You're not going anywhere. All this is business. It's just big companies trying to buy basically their product. I mean, their food. This is why nobody talks about fasting enough like this. Yeah, it's just, we got to reset our bodies. We got to get back. We got to bring the control back to us. This is what fasting's all about. And people don't realize how long you can stay without food. I mean, average person can stay without food for 30 days. Think about that. You're stuck on a desert island. You're stuck there for a month. You don't need food, just water. Think about that. And if you have extra weight, if you're overweight, if you're obese, morbidly obese, you could go way past a month. Like, I'm in great shape and I'm not even feeling it, in 5 days. Like, you're not gonna waste away like that. Your body's meant to hold on to as many calories as possible. Because your body doesn't know there's a whole abundance of food out there that we've built with our civilization. It thinks another famine's coming, another winter. Like, we're not gonna find the same game animal. Like, it's just, life's just different. Our bodies are basically in prehistoric mode, and our minds are just straight in the future. Yeah, fasting, everybody has to be, I recommend everybody be fasting. I mean, hell, even children, I mean, starting young, like, I fasted plenty when I was a child, and I didn't realize how much it was, how helpful it was to me. I was always hungry, right? But I had that mental clarity. This is when I saw the benefits. Like, I'm not talking about the negatives right now, because I had plenty of food growing up. I lived in America, but I would always be outside. And I wouldn't have money like that as a young kid. Like, what could I buy outside? Like, this park I'm actually right now, I used to come here as a kid all the time. And I remember being here fasted. Especially being by the lake, how lucky I am. But fasting's absolutely incredible. Like, you guys have no idea how I feel right now. Like, unless you've been there. But I recommend everybody to try fasting. Like, it's just gonna give you such a better life. Nah, I'm filming myself this way. You're okay. Yeah, no big deal. But yeah, like, and if you're ready to work with me one-on-one, I could show you my protocol for fasting, what I do before, what I do after, and what I do during. Because if you're not new to this, I mean, there's dangers to this. You know, like, this is why, there's a reason why people tell you to ask your doctor about this stuff first. So if you're, and right now my offer, I'm doing 20 pounds in 2 months. And I can do this easy. I've done this for plenty of guys, and I think we can lose way more than that. And fasting is one of those methods I use to help me get to my goal. It's not the cure-all. I'm not gonna tell you fast to get there. We're gonna be doing a lot of other things. But fasting is gonna be one of those things that's gonna help you. That's one of those tools that are gonna carry on with your journey. So if you're ready, You want to link up with me? Click the link in the description, or even the link in my bio on my channel. Thank you.